sound a friend told me I'd never hear, the ringing bells of Santa's sleigh. There's no Santa, my friend had insisted, but I knew he was wrong. Late that night, I did hear sounds, though not of ringing bells. From outside came the sounds of hissing steam and squeaking metal. I looked through my window and saw a train standing perfectly still in front of my house.
I'm serious, Mom. They're not gonna
Okay,
last it.
okay. It was wrapped in an apron of steam. Fell lightly around it. The conductor stood at the open door of one of the cars. He took a large pocket watch from his vest, and then looked up at my window. I put on my slippers and robe. I tiptoed down the stairs and out the door. All aboard, the conductor cried out. I ran up to him. Well, he said, are you coming? Where? I asked. Why, to the North Pole, of course, was his answer. This is the Polar Express. I took his outstretched hand and he pulled me aboard. This is as fast as I've ever read this. I may get through this tonight.
Yeah.
The train was filled with other children, all in their pajamas and nightgowns. We sang Christmas carols and we ate candies with nougat centers as white as snow. We drank hot chocolate cocoa as thick as and as rich as melted chocolate bars. Outside, the lights of the towns and the villages flickered in the distance as the Polar Express raced forward. Soon there were no more lights to be seen. We traveled through the cold, dark forest where the lame wolves roamed and the white-tailed rabbits hid from the other train, heard from our train as it thundered through the quiet wilderness. Mom, can't see this far away. We climbed mountains so high it seemed as if we would scrape the moon, but the Polar Express never slowed down. Faster and faster we ran along the rolling peaks and through the valleys like a car on a roller coaster. Now, to your sister, say, look at the trains going through the mountains.
Yes, Mom.
Yes,
Mom. They're a doctor soon.
I can't see Christy.
That's okay. She's over there.
There she is.
The mountains turned into hills, the hills turned into snow-covered plains. We crossed a barren desert of ice, the great polar ice cap. Lights appeared in the distance. They looked like the lights of a strange ocean. Liner sailing out of a frozen sea. There, the conductor said, this is the North Pole.
Why does fast reading mean read it like it's
Dramatic. It's more dramatic.
The North Pole.
There you go, honey.
It was a huge city, standing alone, that's mine, alone at the top of the world, filled with factories where every Christmas toy is made. At first we saw no elves. They were gathering at the center of the
Are they
city.
here now?
The conductor told us that is where Santa will give the first gift of Christmas. We received the first gift. Who will receive the first gift? We all asked. The conductor answered, he will choose one of you.
You might have to choose two.
We should have had Mom read at this house every year. Crying.
Look, shouted one of the children, the elves. Outside we saw hundreds of elves. As our train drew closer to the center of the North Pole, we slowed to a crawl. So crowded were the streets with Santa's helpers. When the Polar Express could go no farther, we stopped, and the conductor led us outside.
Look at Lucy.
Mom is not a speed reader.
I am not a speed reader.
How so?
We pressed through the crowd to the edge of a large open circle. In front of us stood Santa's sleigh. The reindeer were excited. They pranced and they paced, ringing the silver sleigh bells that hung from their harnesses. It was a magical sound, like nothing I'd ever heard. Across the circle, the elves moved apart and Santa Claus appeared. The elves cheered wildly. Yay!
We got that on tape.
We marched over to us and pointed to me let's have this fellow
Oh, that's Poco's gift.
jump into this sleigh. The conductor came out.
Yeah,
We'll let her play with it for a little bit.
Now,
yeah.
what would you like for Christmas?
Oh, that's so cute.
Do you have any gifts? That's, wait a minute.
Oh, Bev, that is so cute. Oh my gosh. That is
I thought you
wonderful.
would like that.
Thank
I knew that I
you.
could have any gift I could imagine.
Thank
But the
you.
thing I wanted, you're welcome. But the thing I wanted most for Christmas was not inside Santa's giant bag. What I wanted for Christmas more than anything was the silver bell from Santa's sleigh. When I asked Santa, he smiled, then he gave me a hug and told an elf to cut the bell from the reindeer's harness. The elf
She wants your
tossed it up
beer.
to Santa. He stood holding the bell high above him and called out, "The first gift of Christmas!"
Ooh, buddy.
I didn't mean to unwrap
Hey,
those gifts. Sorry. We'll put it back in there
The
for
clock
now.
struck midnight as the elves roared their approval. Santa handed the bell to me and I put it in my robe pocket. The conductor helped me down from the sleigh. Santa shouted at the reindeers' names and cracked the whip. His team charged forward and climbed into the air. Santa circled once above us and then disappeared into the dark, cold, polar sky. Polar sky, polar
I'm
sky.
reading to you about this.
Whoa. As soon as we were back inside the Polar Express, the other children asked to see the bell. I reached into my pocket, but the only thing I felt was a hole. I had lost the silver bell from Santa's sleigh. "Let's hurry outside and look for it," one of the children said. The train gave a sudden lurch and started moving. We were on our way home.
Oops, you and your belly need to stay up here.
It broke my heart to lose the bell. When the train reached my house, I sadly left the other children. I stood at my doorway and waved goodbye. The conductor said something from the moving train, but I couldn't hear him. "What?" I yelled out. He cupped his hands around his mouth. "Merry Christmas," he shouted. The Polar Express let out a loud blast from its whistle and sped away. No, poor Jack. Okay, here we go. On Christmas morning, my little sister Sarah and I opened her present. When it looked as if everything had been unwrapped, Sarah found one small box behind the tree. It had my name on it. Inside was a silver bell. There was a note.
You can do it.
Found this on the seat of my sled. Fix that hole in your pocket, signed Mr. C. I shook the bell. It made the most beautiful sound my sister had ever heard. But my mother said, "Oh, that's too bad." "Yes," said my father, "it's broken." When I had shaken the bell, my parents had not heard a sound. At one time, most of my friends could hear the bell. As the years passed, it fell silent for all of them. Even Sarah found one Christmas that she could no longer hear the sweet sound. Though I've grown old, the bell still rings messages for everybody who believes.
Aww, do you believe, Lucy?
Thank you, Mom.
Do you believe, Jack Jack? Nice job.